You held my hands and swore to me the past would never touch my skin. You built a wall I couldn't see to keep the darkness locked within. You made the call, you closed the door, so he would never say my name. I didn't know while I was safe. Your world was quietly in flames. Your family's name, the state, the law, a life you never asked for called. They said you had to leave it all, but love stood still and made you fall. So you chose me when the world said run. You chose the quiet, the burning sun. No money, no plan, just hand in hand. Two hearts learning how to stand. We ran where no one knew our names, where love was small but felt the same. I didn't know what it would cost. I didn't know what you'd lose for us. You painted hope on broken walls, dreams and colors we could sell. I watched you smile through hungry nights, like everything was going well. But when you slept, I left the room with shaking hands and borrowed shoes. I carried weight I never showed, so you could rest, so you could grow. Steel and dirt beneath my skin, I counted pain and called it love. If my body broke in half, I told myself it was enough. I would bleed to keep you warm, I would bend, I would be strong. If comfort meant my hands would shake, I'd carry every ache. I never wanted you to see what loving you was doing to me. If suffering bought you a dream, then suffering was worth being me. Worth being me. Then one day your eyes went quiet, like truth had finally found you there. You saw the bruises I denied, the weight I never dared to share. You cried like love had failed us both, like kindness cut you deeper still. You said my pain was never love, and you would never let it be. That night you held me like goodbye, but I thought fear was all I felt. I didn't know you chose your pain, so I wouldn't choose it myself. We loved like time was running out, every kiss too loud, too proud, every touch felt memorized, like we were racing goodbyes. You looked at me like you were gone, like staying would be doing wrong. I didn't know I was holding tight to the last day of our life. The ground was wet, my feet gave way. I felt your hand and felt the space. I heard your breath in just the rain and silence calling out my name. I looked up through the falling sky and saw you didn't turn around. The car pulled off, the world went numb. I ran until I hit the ground. I chased love with breaking lungs, with a heart that didn't understand. I thought love meant never leaving, I didn't know love let go. You left me with a life unanswered, with 3 years frozen in my chest. You left me loving what we were and hating what came next. If leaving me was love for you, then love is cruel, love is confused. You saved me by destroying us and called it mercy, called it love. 3 years passed, I still don't know why love had to look like that. All I know is you were here, then gone, and that's the fact. You promised I would never hurt from everyone except losing you. You wake up braver than before, feet on the ground, heart at the door. Every breath you learn to take feels like a promise you can keep. You smile now without looking back, hands don't shake, spine intact. The world still hums but softer now, like it's learning how to bow. You don't flinch when shadows fall, you don't feel that small at all. I see the strength you couldn't see, growing quietly in front of me. This is where we end up, after all the nights we barely stood up. From surviving to believing, from just breathing to dreaming. This is where we end up, choosing love when it's not enough, when the past can't pull us down. We don't run, we turn around. You step back into crowded rooms, old fears fade like distant moons. Every scar you learn to hide now just proves you stayed alive. I watch you speak, I watch you stand, truth steady in your hands. You don't whisper, you don't break, you say your name and own your space. Every tear that shaped your skin, every night you stayed within, led you to this open door. You don't live in fear anymore. This is where we end up, after all the nights we barely stood up. From surviving to believing, from just breathing to dreaming. This is where we end up, choosing love when it's not enough, when the past can't pull us down. We don't run, we turn around. This is where we end up. Friends around us, laughter warm, love feels safe, love feels formed. Not a miracle, not pretend, just two hearts that chose the end. You reach for me without a doubt, no fear of being found out. Every step you take is sure, like you finally feel secure. All the pieces that were torn found their shape the day you swore. You won't disappear again, you won't shrink yourself for pain. This is where we end up, after all the nights we barely stood up. From surviving to believing, from just breathing to dreaming. This is where we end up. If tomorrow shakes the ground, if old voices make a sound, I'll be right here, same as now. I won't ask you how. You don't owe the world your scars, you don't owe an explanation. Love's not loud, it's what remains when you stop expecting pain. We stayed, we stayed, we stayed. This is where we end up, not perfect but enough. From the past we learned to rise, from the dark we chose our light. This is where we end up, two souls that didn't give up. No more fear, no more doubt. This is love, this is now. This is where we end up, and I choose this every time.